Hello and welcome everybody. Today we are playing more Trails in the Sky. We are on to chapter 7. I am pretty sure. This is, I'm gonna end up showing all this because I haven't touched it. I don't know anything about this obviously. This is the house that Reese and Kevin and them grew up in. It's an orphanage of kinds. It's part of the church, but yeah. I feel like this is gonna be really sad. What's this room? This is the living room, where we used to have all of our meals. Just don't make the mistake of thinking it was a warm place like Mercy Orphanage. Imagine I was a stubborn old sister, as strict as could be. Every mealtime we had to pray so much that our stomachs had to give up on getting fed by the end of it, and we got yelled at for the tiniest thing. This isn't keeping with the kind of image one would expect from a church or an orphanage, though, I suppose. You deserved it all, in my opinion. You never did as you were told and caused her nothing but grief. Okay, I'll admit that's probably accurate, but still. Man, going through your old house like that and you haven't been back in forever. As you can probably guess, this right here is the kitchen. This is where the older children of the facility did the cooking. It's also Reese's favorite place to sneak into whenever she had a hankering for some food. Kevin! There's a sight I can hardly imagine. But please don't take everything he says at face value. Well, anyway, this is always Rufina's turf back when she was still here. She was always out here around mealtime making food for me, Reese, and the other kids. After she left, Reese and I took over her position. That brings back memories. Of course. Then you left too, leaving me to handle it all alone. The mere thought aggravates me. In fact, I think you should whip up something right now to make up for your selflessness. Yes, ma'am. I'll make you something later. Only less reliable than a promise with a later attached as the one said by you. I'm not going to get my hopes up. Man, no faith in me, huh? Oh boy. Oh. That goes back outside. Bedrooms? This was the matron's room. No one's here now, though. Yeah. By the way, Reese, how's the matron these days? She's fine. Her injuries weren't lasting. She hasn't had the energy she hasn't had the energy she used to ever since retiring, though, unfortunately. She really wanted to see you again, Kevin. She did, huh? Yeah, Kevin, stop being a dick. Go see your family. This here's the kid's bedroom. Slept here back when I was first taken in before graduating to the boys' bedroom. You never really did mix well with the other children. Rufina had such a hard time trying to get you to make friends with them. It was a real deal for her, you know. Yeah, I know. I was like a little hedgehog who didn't want to let anyone get near me back then. I feel sorry for everyone who had put up with me. So amazing you even bothered trying to be friendly. Well, I knew you were only playing tough. Like that time with Rufina and the chocolate. Stop! We're not hearing that story here! That's the one we saw first. This is the boys' bedroom, where I slept until I was about 10 years old. Technically, the boys and girls weren't supposed to enter one another's bedroom. That never stopped Reese from doing it all the time, though. What he likes to mention is that it was his fault I did so. What else was I supposed to do when he slept in every morning he was on cleaning duty? Well, you could have just locked the door until I got up. But I just told the other boys who were sleeping, which would have been fair. They weren't the ones shirking their duties. It was 100% your fault. Fine, whatever you say. Aw, seeing them playful together is kind of cute. Come on, Kevin, stop being a hard ass. This here's the girls' bedroom. Those were Rufina's spare nights. Same for you eventually, too, Reese. I used to sleep with her from time to time. Her bed was always cozy and smelled really nice. It was much nicer than sleeping in my own. After she left here, her bed became mine. I bet you were jealous. You bet. I was at the time, I'll admit. Oh, I thought you'd be a bit more flustered than that. I shouldn't have bothered saying anything. Give me a break. I think it's pretty clear that he was in love with her. That's, like, pretty obvious. Church is locked. Stuck fastened in the hall. How does this door open? There's a side entrance that only opens from the inside. We can't get in from the outside. Yeah, if we went to that chapel, we'd have to go through the front. Yeah, I was gonna try that next, don't worry. I wouldn't have given up hope. Okay, empty well. We just get our drinking water out of here. We had no fancy old ones either. We'd all use a good old-fashioned bucket with a string attached. It was a nightmare. Tell me about it. We would go out on winter mornings and come back with our hands numb and red raw. Looking back on the experience now, it was fun in its own way. Guess it was. Damn. The door's locked. Figures. Is it locked? Yeah. Well, whatever, we can keep poking around. Okay, I need to leave the main house through the front exit. Apparently. stupid shit. I had to look that up. I was like, I don't know what else to do. There's no sign of anyone in there. Our last hope seems to be the chapel. So it seems. What is it, Kevin? Hey, Reese. You're the one responsible for cleaning the chapel that day, right? What day? On Astor House's final day, when Rufina died. What? That was what I was told. That was what I was told when I went to visit the matron afterward, at least. Well, were you? Yeah, I was. Why? I thought so. Check your pockets, Reese. Pretty sure the chapel key's in one of them. Huh? She died at the house? Registered an old brass key. Oh, there was something though from Reese, from her in one of the early doors. If you haven't seen it, I'm just gonna say it because it's in the. But talking about how there was a assault thing that had gone off somewhere, and then all of the sub towns. But I don't know if that's what happened. That's something. It can't be. Unbelievable. Honestly, I wasn't trying to show you'd find it in there. But in all the other areas on this plane, there was always a reason to take the person we needed with us. This just goes to show you really were meant to come here, Reese. But, no, as disbelieving as I am, this is definitely the chapel's key. So all we can do right now is try to go inside. Yeah. I'm gonna save. For whatever horrors await us. Let's go to... Let's save over that one. Yeah, I know. If we're going here, Reese, there's something I should warn you about. Once you step through the door, there'll be no going back. You're gonna find out the truth about what happened that day. All of it, and you won't like it. Are you sure ready for what you're about to find? No. This isn't an actual point of no return, so we're fine. This is just saying that right now you can't. You temporarily won't be able to go back. I'm more than ready. All these years, I've never quite been able to accept what happened here. The life I thought I knew just suddenly came to an end, with Wallace getting moved to other places, and I still don't even know why. I even tried to come back here, just before getting trained to become a squire, but it had already been demolished. I'm ready for a long time. I want to know the truth. More than anything, I feel like knowing will let me get closer to you and Rufina. Okay. Let's head on in then. I'm guessing he sacrificed her or something, or like she got caught up in it and it's his fault. Right. Kevin. Would it be best the rest of us stay outside for this? No, actually, I'd prefer if you came in with me. This is relevant to you guys too, in a sense. Actually, I should not have brought Julia and Mueller in because I can't return to the base, and these are not the teammates to bring in. I saved beforehand, so if I have to go back myself, I'll live. It all started 5 years ago. A Jaeger corps someone had hired took this place over out of nowhere. By the way, how much do you remember that day, Reese? Just so I know. I just remember a group of men in black forcing their way through the gate and charging in here. They tied everyone up too, took the matron up to the second floor, and then... Next thing you know, you were in a bed in the hospital in town, right? Afterwards, you found out that Rufina and I had come to rescue everyone, and that she had died in the process. That about right? Mm-hmm. Just what happened, Kevin. All I've heard is that there was the work of someone who opposed the church. But I haven't had a chance to meet you since then, much less to ask you about it. I tried asking the instructor cellmate, but she wouldn't say a word. That doesn't surprise me. Regardless of his command, I can't admit this orphanage was being used as a smokescreen for an artifact that needed sealing away. Yeah, it was about the salt pail, I bet. It what? Here we go. The secret passage. Wait! If there was an artifact here, you don't mean... Yep. Well, here's a primal gun used to seal artifacts away, just like the one at Grantsville Cathedral. That's fucked! You put the orphanage on top of a fucking... I mean, Grantsville Castle's on top of something too, but... At the time, though, that was the ancestors of Chloe and stuff like that, so that's probably where they lived, and they're like, fucking put that shit away, so... I'm sure you remember. The day it all happened, Rufina and I were due to come back here for the first time in a while. We were both coming from different places we'd been sent, so we wanted to meet up in town and come the rest of the way here together. But then her train was delayed, leaving in town to wait for her alone. That's when I got word of what happened. All I could think was that you and the other kids were in danger, and so I decided to try and take out the Jaegers here alone. They weren't all that experienced, so fighting them was even hard for a squire like me. Before long, I was able to disable them all and free the matron and the other kids. Or so I thought. You were nowhere to be seen. I asked the other kids where you were. They told me one of the Jaegers had taken you somewhere else and that you were unconscious. I looked frantically all over trying to find you before eventually stumbling across this place. As for how, you remember how you didn't have your ribbon in your hair when you woke up, Reese? I do. What does that have to do with anything? Find the ribbon in front of the secret passage that we've just gone through. There were new footprints near it, too. Made it easier to find the entrance. Oh. Anyway, after getting here, I made my way down the staircase and pursued the Jaeger that had taken you. And then Arfina, I'm guessing, tried to help and it got it killed. Hey Reese, do you remember what I was like back when you first met me? Yeah. I was still young at the time, but it's as fresh as if you were only yesterday. You look like you've been swallowed by blackness, like there wasn't a single thread of hope bound to you. It was scary. I kept wondering what must have happened to you, what you must have seen to make you end up that way. Huh. What must have happened to me, huh? Arfina seemed like she knew. Before I met you, I killed my mom. What? Maybe killed isn't an expression. It's not like I directly did it. I still let her die, though. I've still got a responsibility for what happened. Growing up, it was basically me and my mom, for the most part. My father showed his face from time to time, but not that much. From what I understood, he had another family elsewhere. But even without him, she did her best to look after me on her own. I loved her dearly. Kids in the neighborhood used to make fun of me for how I talked, which I got from her, but I just beat them up most of the time. She was always kind, she loved cooking, and yeah, I thought the world of her. When I was 7, my father, with all the money in the world, chose to abandon her. At the best of times, she was always a frail person, and after that, she grew more and more despondent. Her health suffered. I tried everything I could do to cheer her up, but nothing I did worked. During one winter's day, she must have finally had enough. She came over while I was sleeping and tried to strangle me. I'm so sorry, Kevin. I failed as your mother. But I'm so tired. I'm so tired. At least this way. At least this way, the two of us can... Oh my god. I guess she figured that if we were both going to suffer, we might as well take the easy way out as a family. But I wouldn't let her take me with her. Before I knew what I was doing, I pushed her aside and ran barefoot out in the snow. I went around for a while after that. I couldn't understand what happened or what she'd been trying to do. When she could feel I was getting hungry, I thought that maybe she'd been able to clear her head. Maybe I'd back home, nervous as can be, and... That's so fucked up. I can't believe people do stuff like that. If you want to kill yourself, it's... Obviously, I don't advise anyone does that, but it's one thing. To kill your children with you, it's fucked. Sorry for making you listen to all of this. Still, I think that's probably when it happened. When my stigma was carved into me. What? I don't even know what to say to that. That's so fucked. In every regard. What a strange place. Would have thought a place like this existed in an orphanage. This is where I finally caught up to the Jaeger, who had you with him. Probably didn't think anyone was going to come after him. The second he saw me, he panicked, and putting his gun down, he ran over the pedestal right in front of us. And it was the artifact that required sealing away, I mentioned earlier, the Spear of Loa. What's the Spear of Loa? That's his ult. A wielding the spear that transforms the body of its wielder into that of a monster. It's hard to believe something like that could be a gift from the goddess, right? In any case, the cornered Jaeger grabbed it and used it. I didn't stand a chance. Much as I tried, I wasn't any match for an inhuman monster before me. He knocked me to the ground and then went to raise the spear against still unconscious you. That's all it took. My segment drew all of the spear's power from it into itself. and blasted, magnified countless times over, into the Jaeger's body. The result wasn't even a battle. Our precious home became a slaughterhouse. By the end, he wasn't even recognizable, just thousands of lumps of flesh strewn all over the floor. After beating him, my Stego's power was still coursing through my body. I'd never experienced anything like that before. I lost complete control of myself. At this point, Rufina arrived. She seemed to understand exactly what had happened. Using her Bunga Temple Star, she was able to separate me from you and prevent me from doing you any harm. And then... That's so fucked up. When I returned to my senses, I was in her arms, dumbfounded. Her body was full of holes over it, but she hugged me as tightly as she could. That's when she drew her last breath. That sucks. No. There it is, the truth you wanted. It wasn't that I couldn't save Rufina. I was the one who killed her, with my own hands right in front of you. But you didn't. I didn't want to? Maybe not, but that's just an excuse. If I'd been able to control my Stego's power instead of letting it consume me and fill me with bloodlust, it wouldn't have happened. If I wasn't so weak, she'd still be alive today. That's not all either. Looking at her before me at the moment, she reminded me of my mother. She reminded me of my mom when she came to strangle me. Suddenly this feeling of betrayal welled up inside me. Desire revenge, so I filled her full of spears. I loved them both. I wanted to protect them both. What did I do? I killed them both. Me. Why did you... Why did I what? Why didn't you tell me this before? 5 years apart, this is the first time you're telling me this? Sorry, I know I should have done it earlier, but now I have, and I'm ready for the consequences. So go on, if you want to adventure, do it. If anything, it'd make me happy if you did. You're so stupid! What are you... You think I want an adventure? That's not why I'm angry at all. Why have you shouldered a burden that great all this time on your own? We're family, Kevin. Why didn't you ever talk to me? Why didn't you let me hug you? Why didn't you let me do anything to help you? Reese. I finally understand. I always thought you were hunting down heretics as some kind of atonement for letting Rufina die. That's not it at all, is it? You want to save them from what you went through. Come on, Reese. I finally understand. You don't want to atone for anything. You don't want to get rid of your sense of guilt at all. You... That's right. He wants to be punished for what he did. Oh. Lord Phantasma. My congratulations on making it this far. Beyond here lies the 7th plane, the place of my birth, and the foundation of all planes hereafter. That's so. Judging by how we have to go through here to get there. I was right, wasn't I? But about what? Allow me to ask you once again. So, Kevin Graham, do you really want to see the face underneath this mask? Damn right I do. It's time to take that creepy ass thing and show us who you really are. Rufina Argent. Yeah, I saw that coming. With pleasure. Rufina? I miss you dearly, Reese. And as for you, Kevin, I'm surprised you were able to work out my real identity. It wasn't hard. I had a feeling from the start. That's was right in front of my face the whole time, and yet every time should have made it that much more sure. The reason I couldn't meet until now is because I didn't want to accept the truth. Quite. You were always a weakling. You might just surprised I was being able to defeat my strongest knight. Talking about the Blade Lord? What connections do you have to you anyway? I met him through my work. Oh, about 6 years ago. We were enemies at the time, but we imagined ready to compromise of sorts. He felt he owed me a debt for as such. Alright, so you ended up summoning him in order to have him pay it? It's a crafty move, but not so out of character for you. Thought I wouldn't get you anywhere with me. Still, now that you made it this far, I seem to understand what I'm trying to do. Yeah, and I'm ready. Take me away. Wait, what are you two talking about? Whatever, I thought you were done to answer that already, Reese. Do you really recall what I said before? Kevin wants to be punished. Then you... I was born here in order to give him the punishment he strives for with his every breath. It was that I never created Phantasma into its current form and welcomed all of you here. All this is a result of Kevin's desires. He wanted this to happen. You're lying! Sorry, she isn't. Couldn't tell you why it all actually happened, but what she says is true. No. Sometimes likely someone made for the express purpose of punishing me over and over. If it didn't help for someone who let his own mother die and killed Rufina to suffer and rot. And once I'm dropped down there, this will all be over. Impossible. You can't be serious. Reese. do you think you're doing, Reese? Is that a very nice thing to do to your sister? Shut up! You're not my sister! My sister would never do something like this. Never! Reese. You promised me, Kevin. You promised that you'd never do anything to make Rufina sad. So what do you think you're doing? How could you believe sacrificing yourself around to make her happy? Reese, stop. Who are you to say I wouldn't? I might not be the real Rufina, but I'm a very close copy of her. Kevin wants to be punished. Why wouldn't I want to give him his wish? Because that's not how Rufina was at all. She'd never indulge something like that. Not in 1,000 years. Think back to when you first met us, Kevin. You gave up the world like you just want to disappear. But she let you do that? No. She forced chocolate down your throat and dragged you right back to the real world, even when you didn't want to, whether you liked it or not. She... Well, this is a surprise. You're a lot more than I was expecting if you're able to talk back to me. Stop talking to me as if you're my sister. You are not, and I won't stand for you defiling her any further. Well, if that's how you want to do things, perhaps I should invite you in Kevin's place? Me? No! First you can stand by and watch. What? What? Reese, stop this, Rufina. She's got nothing to do with any of this. Oh, but she has. Consider another part of your punishment. After all, she suffers for all eternity in your place. It's going to make you suffering all the more potent, isn't it? Go ahead and do your worst. Oh, Reese, drop me wherever you like. I'll live. I'm never going to let Kevin be alone again. I will come back to him. Funny words, my sweet sister. You should see whether you can make go of them. Kevin. That's so fucked up. Hey, Reese, Kevin? You okay? Feeling any pain? No, I'm okay, I think. She's so pretty with her, like, hair all down. But why are you... I fell through that crack alone. So why are you... You big dummy! Me? What were you thinking about taunting? Go ahead and do your worst. Drop me wherever you like, I'll live. Just how do you know you live? Oh, right, you don't! You're a squire, aren't you? A rookie like you, no experience with project, has no business making calls like that to put our own safety at risk. If you can't promise to never do it again, then you and I both know you're not cut out to be part of the grouse litter. That's probably what I should be saying anyway. But it'd be real rich coming from me, huh? So I'll let you off with that little bop there. Huh? Look around us. This is it. The 7th plane. Wow. Gehenna, we're in hell. That's literally hell. Gehenna. Yep, just like the test was brought to life. I'm the one responsible for bringing it all. Oh. After all, if there's only one place that's possible, it's Phantasma. I don't know how Rufina came back, but she did, with both memories and personality intact. Now I have the good fortune being punished by one of the very people I wronged. I really couldn't think of a more fitting punishment for a bastard like me. I think she said it was dead on. More than anything, I wanted to be punished. I figured that by accepting that punishment, all this would be done, and everyone else could get back to their lives. That could be just like her, sacrifice my own life so someone else could be saved. That wouldn't make me like her at all, would it? No. She might have given up her life to save ours, but that wasn't because she was happy with her life to break someone else's. It's because she literally saw no other option. With me unconscious, she didn't have the choice to retreat. There was no way out of the situation without one of the 3 of us losing our lives. That's the only reason she chose to do what she did. Yeah. She's not the kind of person who would practice self-sacrifice as some kind of virtue. She only ever accepted it as an option if all the others had been exhausted, and it was truly the only way. Right, but that time that's not the case. You're here, I'm here, all of our friends are here. If we put our heads together, I'm sure we could have found another way out of here. One where no one would have to die. You must have realized that, and yet you tried to take the easy way out. Didn't you? I hate to say it, but yeah, I did. It's a pretty shameful thing for Dominion to be doing, huh? See, I've got no right to be criticizing you. I'm even less fit to be a knight than you. Still, standing around lamenting my own feelings isn't going to get us anywhere. So if you're up for walking, let's get ourselves out of here. Come again? What are you looking so surprised for? You didn't think I was going to stay and accept being punished for all eternity, did you? Well, either that or stay and wait for Rufina to show up again. Listen here, Reese. I'm not going to deny there's a part of me, a big part, that wants to be punished for what I did. Or there's a part of me that was overjoyed to see Rufina again, however it came to be. But I'm not alone down here. You're here with me, and believe me, that changes everything. As long as you're here, I'm not staying in this hell a second longer than I have to. We're getting out of here, you and me, no matter what it takes. Right. Right. Man, Kevin's got it rough. That's so shitty. Oh, no. I don't need a rest, I guess. I don't know why I did that. Just habit. Well, let's hope I'm good. Did it just say level 26? Oh, I thought it said level 26. I was like, excuse you? What is that? Dead is what it is.
My thanks.
Okay. Those are kind of cute. They kind of look like they're merman.
Let's end this.
I don't know if I concur with that, but like whatever, I guess. Ugh. What the fuck is that thing? Kevin Graham, you son of a bitch. How dare you? What? One of the heretics I killed, huh? Damn right I am. I'm Owen. The first of so many lives you claimed. Owen? He's the bishop in the Congregation for Divine Worship. He's also one who hired the Jaegers to attack Astor House. All his pathetic act of revenge after being exiled for corruption. Him? Like he says, he was my first target of taking up my role as heretic hunter. Never thought a chance to see your ugly mug again. How does it feel to crawl in this flaming pit of eternity, unable to even die to break free from it all? Okay. I just have one question. My major question here is like, this is an artifact that now makes its own land, and this land now has created a hell because you think that you should be punished, and now we're in hell. Am I understanding this correctly? It's hot. It hurts. I hate it. I hate it. It's hot. I hate it. I hate it. It hurts. Help me. Hate. Hot. Pain. Help. Hot. Kinda sad. Huh. What a pitiful sight you are now. Well, hey, I guess we started out and put you out of your misery. No more healer suffering for you. Just a quick death and eternal rest as a grimoire. Whatever.
Stay alert. This ain't.
Kevin. Alright, let's get this up. I doubt we're near the exit just yet. Can't tell here for too long. Good? I'm sitting down a little because my cat is a little spooky. I scared her by accident. So, she's scared. Well, she might go after Boba though. She loves her some Boba. Anyways, oh, no, we're going. It's alright. We're fine. Why do they just turn into these slime amalgamations? Well, like as burning and disintegrating themselves? Aw. Please let me eat you. I'm so hungry. Child. His name's Elmer. His young boy turned into a flesh-eating monster by a fanatical devil-worshipping cult. They did it all through a ritual involving artifacts. Tried everything I could to save him. Every kind of thought maturity I think of, but eventually the only option was to put him out of his misery. No. I can. Right? You both look so tasty. So, go on. It won't hurt. You didn't deserve this, kid. But I'm not going to blame Adidos either. If you want to resent someone, resent me. So I put you to peace a second time. No, I don't want to die. I just don't want to be hungry anymore. Aww. Oh, bruh, are you kidding me? Anyways. Don't want to get out of bed for a week after that one. How times changed. It's back to another day for me now. Kevin. Why? Why have you been trying to deal with this all on your own all this time? You could have at least talked to me. Chose the path I walk by myself, Reese. What right do I have to drag others down with me? Especially you. Nah, that's not why I didn't talk to you about it at all, is it? I think more than anything, I was afraid. Didn't want you to see me trying to hurt myself, to punish myself. I was afraid that if you did, the bond between us would be severed forever, and that thought alone was too much to bear. Yeah, I bet that was the real reason. I was right. You're stupid. You're the stupidest person I've ever met. Couldn't you use something a little more affectionate? I've called you dummy before, right? That one's cute. Although, I guess being stupid suits me. You dummy. You blockhead, you half-wit. That's an impressive collection of insults you got there. You okay now, Reese? I'm fine. You don't need to worry about me. I'll do all I can to get us out of here. I don't want you to worry about me. I want you to rely on me. Okay. Another one. But I'm so sorry, Kevin. What are you? I failed as your mother. Oh my god. But I'm so tired. So tired. Mom? Is this... at least this way. The two of us can. Thank you! Jeez, hand me all the things. Damn, that one hurt. Kevin, you don't... This wasn't everything it was seriously what I wanted for myself. Then I'm probably the biggest masochist who ever lived, don't you think? You don't need to force yourself to talk, Kevin. Sorry. I suppose this moment had to come sooner or later. I've been running from Mom's death ever since the day I lost her. I was so desperate to look away from it all, but now I feel I can finally accept what happened. You're sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Let's get going, Reese. We have plenty of time to be sad after we get out of this place. Right now we need to concentrate on living long enough to do that. Okay. Okay, well I made it to a save point, so we all know what that means. Hopefully this, won't hurt too bad, you know? We're gonna find out. Oh, it's weird. These show us, like, platforms. Interesting. Is Rufino the final boss? Oh, we're at the exit. The gates of Gehenna. These gates are destroyed but steadfast. Starting to keep the living and the dead apart. Yeah, they've been acting unrealized, that's for sure. Too bad the testments don't give us any clues to the two of us can force them open. Nor even any chance of doing so. Who is that? About time. Viceman! A pleasure to see you again, Kevin Graham. I never thought we'd have the pleasure of meeting face to face again. Starting out in a place bedecked with so many delightful peculiarities. Figured you might show up eventually. With this paper-looking people I've killed, your rearing ugly head was always a given. Who is he? He's the biggest son the church has ever been fortunate enough to have in the ranks. The bishop of the Congregation for the Sacraments, who went on to become an Anguis in Ouroboros. George Weissman, the demon I put an end to half a year ago. That's him? Not discerning identity was truly my most careless blunder. I never suspected that the priest before me would be the one to inherit the long-vacant position of Fifth Dominion. Life does so love its surprises, doesn't it? Well, that was the point. Me being a Dominion was deliberately kept secret, so I could serve as one of the Congregation's trump cards. Of course, the truth's out in the open now, but it's fair enough price to pay if it means you're dead. The Congregation always were a cunning bunch. They created such an elaborate scheme to take out poor little me. Was the plan conceived shortly after your stigma first manifested? No, I'm sure it was. And after that, it was you merely biding your time so you could make your move. With the Dominion, the Sawpale, and a carefully designed game plan on their side, the odds of me escaping their life were woefully slim indeed. You're right about how cunning they are. In that sense, you're probably just as right when they called me a damn dog. That's fine, I've been that way too. How respectable of you. I must admit, I'm astounded. I'd carry out plenty of research on stigmas and their capabilities, but I had no idea a genuine article was capable of quite this much. What are you talking about? Despite the deep time, you already know the answer. But it's my deepest pleasure to elaborate. The Gehenna which we stand is a reflection of your latent desires that you already know. But more specifically, the cause of this is your stigma. Huh? What do you mean? After the Ariel's disappearance, Phantasma was thrown into a state of great confusion. After all, Phantasma was the Ariel's subsystem. Without the Elder to control it, it was like a ship whose captain had suddenly vanished, lost. To claim its own confusion, Phantasma sought a new master who could take the place of the Ariel and control it. Specifically, it chose the person with the deepest trauma from among those close to the Ariel when it vanished. Its decision made, it found the stigma that exists deep within you and made a copy within itself. The stigma that manifests your latent desire, Gehenna, here in Phantasma. And that is both as the Lord of Phantasma came into existence. Kevin. Well, I suppose that's enough exposition for now. Now that we're clear of all the confusion, I have a proposition for you. We'll now later resolve all this without a single loss of life. A tantalizing prospect, no? You can do that. Really? It's quite simple. You need only to cast away humanity, nothing more. Your stigma rose from the ashes of immense despair and guilt. What better idea of the situation than to become a being that is not burdened by such worthless emotions? To become a truly self-supporting superhuman capable of controlling every facet of themselves. You're insane. That's no way for people to live. It is the goal I obsessively pursue in both death and life alike. My research is because what was one part of my efforts to achieve it? My efforts with Joshua may not have borne fruit, but you are so very close to reaching it. Once you become a superhuman, you'll be able to fully control your own stigma and emerge as the new Lord of Phantasma. Silence, faceless! Stop trying to deceive him with that forked tongue of yours. Please, I am doing no such thing. I only presented a modest proposal at best. Not one word I've said is a lie, I swear it. You could argue that I may feel resentment towards him for being instrumental in my death, but at this point, that matters little to me. Everything pales in significance to see my long-cherished ambition realized. I abandoned the church teaching and joined orders in pursuit of creating a superhuman, and now I finally can. You're insane. It's alright, Reese. You don't need to keep defending me. Kevin. I'm glad to see you understand me. I always knew you would see sense in the end. It's hard to disagree with the fact that I need to be stronger than I am. It was my weakness and my cowardice that led me to take Rufina's life with my own hands. It was my weakness and my cowardice that led to rejecting Mom and allowing her to die. And now, it's the same two qualities that have led to Reese and the others getting drawn in this mess to suffer. All the things are on me. All of them. But you're absolutely right. There's no need to despair any longer. You have need to overcome such weaknesses. Follow the path I open to, and they'll be a thing of the past, a mere memory. That's one option, sure. A good one, too. But sorry, it's not the one I'm going to be picking. Man, I'm even more of a loser than I figured. Even now, I just can't bring myself to forget the taste of the chocolate I had that day. What? When Rufina and Reese found me, I was crushed beyond measure. I thought I'd never be able to stand up against and overcome the despair I felt. That's why that bitter yet sweet taste left such a strong impression for me. That's why I gave me the strength to move forward, even knowing how many hardships awaited. Because for every hardship, there'll be just as much joy waiting for me. Kevin. So, sorry, Faceless. This ain't gonna work out between us. Very well. I'll be able to force you to change your mind. But let's say far such pathetic sentimentality would take your lives place in mortal peril, shall we? Oh god. I hate Viceman. Yay! These fuckers. No. A start in Rostrum. You have to face both guards who can his gates at once for this round, huh? You may be a Dominion, but you're leaving you realize you don't stand a chance of winning here. Now when you have to worry about that girl with you, well, having any second thoughts? Don't you dare listen to him, Kevin. I'll be fine. Don't let worry about me stop you what's doing right. We're right about our chances of winning. Tearing devils and you, against the two of us, things aren't looking so hot. This was before I knew I'm not the man I once was. What? Super Saiyan. Kevin's demoning out. I learned the S-Craft Spear of Space element that hits all foes beyond is especially effective versus devils. Yeah, I have to set it. I like how it's like you get a choice. Why would I not set it? Wow. Impossible. What is that? It's the other side of my stigma. It's light side. It's been there all along. I was just never able to see it until now. How can this be? Seems like I owe you a word of thanks, Faceless. Turning down the deal you threw out has finally allowed me to gain a little confidence in myself. As a token of my appreciation, you'll be first one to see what I can do, as its victim. I always knew you were nothing more than a dog. Fine. Have it your way. Let's see how much of a difference a change of color really makes against such overwhelming odds. I welcome you to try. Alright. Wow. What are we looking at here? Oh, I still have to go Viceman. Okay. I gotta get my shit up though. Did I reset this fight 4 times? I could've. No proof though. That was actually hard. I didn't. It'd be easier if I came in with Kevin's S break, but I didn't. So, and I didn't feel like grinding it back out because like you can get really close before I would like die. So, well done. As long as Phantasma exists, I will never die. I'll always be watching you from here, Kevin Graham. I've seen just how long you can continue to desperately play tough before accepting the reality around you. Fuck that guy. Love that. Let me just. There we go. I hate when my window's in it. Huh. Desperately play tough, huh? Wish I could disagree. What do you mean? Kevin! How are you? Are you alright? I'm fine. I think I just overdid it some again. I'll be okay though. I won't flub over like did last time I pulled this. Now after I made it on and finally see Rufina head on. Good. So we might be we're not really in the best situation here, are we? How are we supposed to get that door open? I don't think we're enough to get it to budge. Yeah. We've come this far, we can't just give up. I think we're going to have to destroy it. As usual, remind and feel at least try something else before resorting to rampant destruction. Besides, I think the gate's the most important defying structure down here. What makes us a replica of Gehenna more than anything. Can't see it being very easy to destroy. Hey! That sounds like... Is this a joke? Bruh. Gilbert. What are you doing here? I've never been so happy to see someone in my life. And once again, you go out of your way to defy logic. You find you some weird-ass places. This has got to be the weirdest of them all. How did you get down here? His presence is more than a little suspicious. You're not working with the Lord of Phantasma, are you? The Lord of what's it? No, forget it. We don't have time to chit-chat. We need to run now, or we're done for. Huh? I don't have any HP, bro. Don't do this to me. Was that? Roaring in the sound of flapping wings. A lot of them. Are those the devils? They're not as high-ranking as the two we just beat, but they're no slouches either. How are we supposed to take this money at once? To do something is your responsibility. I don't want to die. Not here. You think we do? I sure don't. Damn it, I used too much of my sickness power. I'd at least try and get these two opening away, but how? Stay back, Kevin. I don't think you have much of a choice here. Run. Guys! Hey, everyone! Kevin, Reese, you okay? Thank goodness we made it. What is this place? Hell? Oh my, this looks like I want to run around of Gehenna. My comments to the designer. Nice to see you two hanging in there. Could see you in for a fun time. Why the heck is Gilbert with you? You guys? Why? After you fell down here, Celeste was gracious enough to search for your location, and thanks to you having the key with you, we were able to find it. So she finished connecting a path here only moments ago. This door will take you back up to the garden. Really? We appreciate it. I can't believe my luck. Anyway, talking with you later. We'll charge you and try and force an opening in the ranks. You take that chance to break through the gate. Hurry. Thanks. Truly, thank you. Then shall we begin? Most thrilling dance with devils awaits. Righteousness shall be victorious. Fall before the blade of Evander. Let's do this. Right. Oh, I love that. I'm like so sad to like move on to the next game. Like I know I'm sure I'll see them again. I know some of them are recurring characters, but closing the Sky Saga and all my friends have had this journey is so sad. I love this game so much. I love that. That was Chapter 7. Oh. The Distant Flames. Definitely save. I'll put that bad boy right there. Oh. That's about the long and short of it. In other words, all this, everything that's happened, is my fault. All of you are victims of the misfortune of knowing me and getting dragged into this. No apology sincere enough, but I'm so sorry for what you've been put through. I'm not following. Why? I heard all you said, but I don't think you got any reason to be that sorry. Come again, Estelle? Based on what we learned, Phantasma choosing a new master was an inevitability, and Sling would have done whether you were there or not. As such, after loss to Ariel, Sling lights would have happened no matter the circumstances. I agree. Phantasma would simply have chosen someone else and created a different world as a result of the trauma they lay within. The thought they might have been chosen is something short of terrifying, too. Everything that's happened to us in here so far is nothing compared to what we have endured that has come to pass. Oh, Amelia, your words are like the sweetest kiss turned frozen upon parting. Do you have that only faith in me, your one and only? Perhaps everyone here would have been drawn to the most ravenous feast the world has ever seen, but nothing more than that. I'm scared. I'm just disgusted. A special degree of creep, you know that? I want to know part of that feast that comes out of your brain. Get me out of this one. I can't believe you guys are kind of missing the point. Well, don't think I'm trying to defend you or anything, but in a sense, it might have been a good thing you chose over anyone else. How do you figure? I'm lost as well. Your secret was obviously very powerful, and it's capable of exerting a lot of control over things. Even so that Phantasma now exists instead of order. What if I had chosen someone else? Would the world have been able to maintain order then? It's possible Phantasma would have been unable to contain the chaos that soon got out of control under someone else, is what you're essentially getting at, right? I knew you understand, Joshua. If that had happened, a whole lot more people would make caught up in this. Not that I've got a problem with lots of guests at a tea party. The more the merrier. Come on, Ren. I think you're the only one who'd be having fun. She's right. I don't think you got any reason to beat yourself up over this. We're all very different people from very different walks of life. But right now, we're all here, sharing a common destiny. Yeah, in times like this, we gotta help each other out, right? Besides, this place is related to the Ariel, which is Liberal's problem. From my perspective, you're a victim. I couldn't agree more. As such, Kevin, we'd appreciate you continuing to lead us as you have done so far. It's time to truly bring an end to what we started half a year ago. What could I even say? First, I'm stupid. Then Reese pulled me out the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And now you guys? This makes you the biggest group of idiots in all of Zemeria. I swear, you wouldn't find a more gullible, naive bunch anywhere on the continent. I was happy to use each and every one of your own devices right to the very end. So how can you be so... It's alright, Kevin. Kevin. Sometimes you just know when to give in. And you're at that point right now. You look right out the second you got stuck with us. Got stuck with you mean? Spend too much time with pushing me like do-gooders who don't want to quit like you is bad for anyone. You want to say that again? Well, all these things describe you to a T. None of which is true. Certainly do. I think they're good points, though. Yeah, so do I. I think it still rubbed off on all of us at this point, and that's not a bad thing. Thanks, you guys? Group of idiots is right. We're smack dab in the middle of a shitty situation here, but you wouldn't know by looking at us. With a team this spectacular, what do we have to fear? There's a chance we could even overthrow the barbarian government if we put our minds to it. Need to remind you that's not something everybody in Prince should be saying out loud. Alright. I know when I'm beat. We're in this, together. And this time, I actually mean that. Got it. We're happy to have you with us. Anyway, at least now, we know exactly what we need to do here. We need to defeat Rufina, the Lord of Phantasma. There's no getting around that. Unfortunately not. Indeed. Well, that said, just where is she? You didn't encounter her in Gehenna, did you? She just immediately left the two of you fell down here. That's a good question. I think it's safe to say she wasn't down in Gehenna with us. If she had been, she would have shown herself at some point. Yeah. But then, where is she? I believe I can answer that. Thanks, Celeste. Celeste. Didn't realize you were here. I can't thank you enough for saving our hides earlier. Truly, I doubt we've been able to get out of harm if not for your assistance. We're both grateful beyond words. I was more than happy to help. All of us here in the same predicament, myself included. You can even think of me as another one of your companions if you'd like. Naturally. What kind of answer are you thinking you can give? Yes. Took some time, but I was able to ascertain her current location. What? Really? Is that what you've been working on all this time? Yes, it is. During my investigation of the seventh plane, I was able to get an understanding of the whole layout and contents of Phantasma as a whole. I also discovered that the Lord of Phantasma isn't any of the planes. Rather, she is outside of them. Phantasma consists of more than just the planes. What's that like outside of them? Think of the planes you've been exploring like a giant multi-layered structure in the center of Phantasma. They're all you've known up until this point, but this world consists of more than them. That said, the rest of Phantasma is just a vast, barren wasteland at this point, abandoned and devoid of life. How do you picture that saying it for myself? Do you know where in the big abandoned wasteland she is? Because if it's that fast, just knowing where there is probably going to help us much. I have a relatively good idea of where she is, thankfully. Although, that doesn't solve the core problem. I fear the word vast doesn't do the scale of the wasteland itself justice. I believe it's roughly the size of the continent where you live. Excuse me? It's the size of Zamiria? That is going to pose a problem. Crossing there in a massive foot would take months, maybe even longer. Do we not have any other means of transport that we could use? I'm not sure my power would be used to here. I can't place monuments too far from this garden, for one thing. If we did commit ourselves to trekking across the whole thing on foot, without the huge power, we couldn't come back and resupply. Trying to take several months of the food hardly seems realistic. Well, this is a tough one. I can only think of waiting for her to come to us. What's up with you, short stuff? Got something on your mind? Well, I was just thinking, why not use Araceli? Oh my god, that's a good point. What? That replicable we counted on the first plane. Yeah, this world is supposed to react to the desires of the people in it, right? So while the Arizona may not be the real one, it looks just like it. Everyone is very familiar with the real thing and how it looks, so it seems like a ship we could all picture flying easily. Maybe we'll wish for it to fly together. It might actually happen. Sorry, I'm being silly, aren't I? I don't know what's gotten into me. This isn't something I should be saying. I don't think it's silly at all, Tita. In fact, I think it's a fantastic idea. You do? It does seem like the easier thing is to imagine. The easier it is to have it realized in Phantasma. Both you and Julia are familiar with the exact structure of the air cell, while most of us here have seen and been on board it. This might actually work. It's clear no real thing airships can't exist here either, given that we've already been on the Black Ark. Well, Celeste, do you think it would work? Air cell is a ship used to board the Liberal Ark, I believe. And if I were to feed them an image of it flying them back into the system, I think it may actually be possible. If all of you are on board, the White Wings will take you to the skies once more. We can really make this happen? I can't believe it. Well done, Tita. Totally, you really outdid yourself this time. Oh, wait a sec. Does this mean we might able to make a bobcat fly? There's probably that here too. Oh, you're right. How many are familiar with that? Crap, forgot about that. I think just that and I are the ones who have actually flown in it. Sure, Olivia and I have technically been in, but that was just a stowaways. Yeah, that was back when we were investigating the airship hijacking. God, that was so long ago. What a fun memory that adventure made now that I look back. I'm not sure what the odds of success would be, then that's a rather small number of people. I think wise to focus on trying to revive the area Sully first. Okay. Still, this sounds like a much better plan than trying to walk there on foot. We should prepare for departure at once, then make our way to the Araceli. Don't gotta tell me twice. We'll have a lot in store for us if we're able to make this work. However, I should warn you all of one thing. Once you have flown the Araceli to the area where the Lord of Vengeance awaits, that will be it. You've been able to return this garden ever again. Please be mindful of that. Never? Not even once. Because we won't be able to use the cube's warp function anymore. Correct. Using its warp is only possible when you're within a certain range of the garden. Go outside of that, it is no longer possible. So before you depart, I would ask that you make absolutely sure you have everything you need and are ready for whatever you may find there. Good to know. We're to do some extra training then. I doubt we're still gonna have to play our part in things to come. Yeah, you're right. Why am I getting some exercise myself? When we wind up being the one dragged to the group down? This will be our last opportunity to open the doors, scatter to other plans, and take anything we find, too. Probably best to step down as leader for the time being, then. If you're just door hunting and trying to get some extra practice in, I'd only get in the way. If anyone else wants to learn how to use a cube or fill my notebook, I'd be happy to teach you. Just let me know. Let's just be sure that when the time comes, we leave with no regrets. Right. So this is where I'm gonna probably... Yeah, Chapter 8. I think Chapter 8 and then finale, I thought? Or this is the finale. Doesn't really matter who I take, but we're gonna go here, here, here. Actually, no.
You ready?
No. Sorry, I'm trying to pick characters really fast for us.
Do it.
Who's 21? Anybody else? I guess it does make Ren next. I'm gonna leave Ren for a minute, though. Okay, it doesn't really matter. It's kind of cool we can finally go do whatever we need to finish up. So I'm going to see what I need to wrap up with what the actual, like, final point of no return is and whatnot. So, anyways, I know this chapter is a bit shorter, but thank you guys so much for watching. There's so many emotions in this one. I do have my schedule posted in the description below, and I do have all my socials linked in my bio, so you can follow me on pretty much any platform. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video or over on my Twitch channel. Okay,